A quiet struggle. I used to be the kind of person who smiled at everything, laughed easily, and made friends wherever I went. It wasn't that I was pretending, I just believed that's how life was supposed to be. There was always something to look forward to, some joy in each day, and nothing seemed capable of taking that away. But over time, something started to change inside me. It was subtle at first. Small moments where I felt too tired to do things I once enjoyed. Or when I started to skip social events because I simply didn't have the energy. It was easier to stay in bed, to stay inside my own head, while the world felt a little more manageable. I remember the first time I acknowledged something was wrong. I was sitting in my room, surrounded by piles of clothes that I had ignored for days. My phone buzzing with unanswered messages. I wanted to pick it up, to respond, to engage with the world outside, but I couldn't bring myself to. It was like there was a heavy weight on my chest, pressing down on me, making every simple task feel impossible. I told myself it was just a bad day, that tomorrow would be better. But tomorrow didn't come. Days turned into weeks, and the weight only grew heavier. I started waking up later and later, barely making it out of bed before the sun set. I stopped seeing my friends, stopped answering calls. Even the things I used to love, reading, painting, going for walks, it seemed like burdens, too tiring to bother with. All I could focus on was the emptiness, the overwhelming sense of being trapped inside my own mind. I felt like I was floating through life, disconnected from everything, as if I were watching it all from behind a glass wall. I could see the people around me living their lives, smiling, laughing, while I remained still, unable to break free from this fog that had settled over me. But no one could see it. Not really. I became so good at hiding it, at putting on the mask, that even those closest to me didn't know what was going on. I would go to work, put on my "I'm fine" face, and go through the motions. I would laugh when others laughed, nod when they spoke, and smile when I had to. I convinced myself that as long as I could appear normal, everything would be okay. The thing is, it's exhausting to pretend. It's exhausting to carry the weight of something so heavy, to be so lost in your own mind, and still have to pretend like everything is fine. And eventually, it broke me.